Hey guys, what's going on? I am Hunter SC. Welcome back. We just need to do a few very quick things here in Majula before we make our way towards another great Lord Soul. So Rosabeth is back here after we unpetrified her, and yeah, she sells a few resistance rings, so we're going to grab the flame one, which might be a clue to you as to where we're headed. We're not going to be going down to see the Rotten just yet. We're going to go finish our business at the Iron Keep. Now, we have a bunch of souls from last time.
Howdy.
And, oh, we actually have leftover Estus shards as well from, like, I don't know, 3 episodes ago or something. They've just been sitting there. Okay, let's take a quick look at our stat spread here. Only 18 adaptability at the moment. We want to bring that all the way up to 32. So that's going to give us 105 agility. So that's the second best you can get your agility. If you can get agility all the way up at 115, then you get 1 extra invincibility frame on your rolls. But 105 is pretty much the standard because you need like a crazy high soul level to get it all the way to 115, and you need to put a whole bunch of points into attunement. So we're not going to be doing that. But as it is, our rolls now are going to be as good as I've ever experienced. So that'll be really nice, especially in the next section we'll be visiting. Alright. We need to burn the bone dust we got in the last episode. Let's just do that. And then I think we just can do a couple quick things here. We're definitely going to need more life gems, especially against the next boss. They're like extra important. So that should be good. And then the only other thing would be to just do some quick upgrades of our like armor. So I guess we'll be sticking with the Wanderer set. And the boots and the gloves have the exact same stat spread, but it's higher than the helmet. So yeah, let's do the gloves. I'm actually not even wearing the Wanderer boots.
I'll be around.
That's kind of odd. What leggings did I choose? Okay, leather boots. Yeah, so maybe it would have been smarter to actually upgrade the leather boots instead of the Wanderer manchettes. That's probably mispronounced. I know pronunciation is important in these videos, but I can just do my best. Anyways, we've talked to the 3 vendors and leveled up our stats. Let's head over to the Iron Keep. Alright, the Lava Iron Keep. We did make it here in episode 2, but we didn't progress at all. These 2 Alioun guards can be a little troublesome, but you can actually aggro them one at a time. So if you just stick to the right there, you'll only get the attention of one of the guys. And yeah, this is where we're going to have to really be on point. This is definitely going to be the hardest zone in the game that we've encountered so far. Fortunately, when we're two-handing our magic mace, we can take these guys out in just 2 swings, and we stagger them the first swing. So for now that'll be fine, but it really only gets harder from here. Alright, let's go this way. These guys didn't seem to notice me. And we have an explorer here.
What? Who are you? Who, me? I'm Magarold. Who else? What? Have a look at my wares.
Alright, let's take a look what he sells. Jester's cap. Popular troll helmet. Also useful in that it boosts your item discovery. Same as the Explorer helmet. I'm not sure which one is better for that. Nullifies foes' critical hits is a stat on Jester's robes. That is very interesting to me. I had no idea that was the case, and I don't know exactly what that means. It seems pretty cool. And then we've got extra souls from the gloves, and Jester's tights reduce fall damage. The bandit armor set doesn't really have anything special. Cursebite ring. Might as well grab that human effigy. He sells green blossoms, which is also something good to buy just because it's limited. Like, none of the vendors are going to sell an unlimited quantity. And then from Dark Souls 1, Artorias of the Abyss, the carvings. Hello! Along with thank you, I'm sorry, and very good. Those very well-known items in the Souls community. And then a fragrant branch. Let's just buy that one as well. Repair powder. We'll pick up the rusted coins. And I guess we'll just leave a few of the green blossoms. But I'm glad that we hit up this vendor just because he sells so many interesting things. Useful things, really. These consumables, lots of them are very useful. We don't have any use for the magics or hexes, but there's that. And then this vendor is responsible for doing incense, and I think he's the only one in the game that can do that. So you can use 2 different consumable items. I believe we have one of them. The Skeptic Spice. So that's going to lower your faith requirement on a specific spell. And then there's another spice that does the same thing for intelligence. So in theory, if you had or farmed, unlimited Skeptic Spice along with the intelligence spice, you could make it so that all miracles, sorceries, hexes had 0 requirements, which is quite casual and kind of goes in line with the soul memory mechanic, where soul level is less important. Kind of matches up there. Alright, well, you've got some urns here as well, and you get covered in water, and then when you're wet, your feet leave footprints, and it only lasts like maybe 30 seconds or so. Ow. But what that allows you to do is basically like walk on the hot coals. For example, down there, when you make your way towards the bonfire ascetic, it looks like every other stone is hot and on fire. So if you cover yourself in water beforehand, and we are actually still leaving footprints, you take a lot less damage, and it makes it possible to traverse there. And actually, they included in the final DLC a throwback to the Mask of the Mother, or Father rather. Just hold on a sec. So, as I was saying, the DLC actually featured an item that can completely save you with regards to that, walking on lava stuff. The Father's Mask. Yeah, it's not called the Father's Mask in this game, but it looks like it, and that's what people seem to compare it to. But the thing is, the mask is like, you know, crying, so it's got tears that drench you and make it so that you're like constantly got that wet feet buff going on. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. Alright, we got an archer that's finally put away his bow. And yeah, we've got a tricky room coming up. This has got to be one of the hardest rooms in the game. So there's quite a few ways you can approach this. But no matter what way you go, you want to be wary of the long-range archers. Now, if you're really pro, you know, if we wanted to go full try-hard here, you can actually make this jump speedrunning strats. But that's nothing we will be attempting here. So we'll just go the old-fashioned way. Alright, there's a little extra treasure over here, and this might make it a bit easier for us later on if we eliminate that archer. Let's see what this is. Alright, just some extra souls down there, but there is a ring in a chest up here. If we can just knock this guy off. So that's actually one of the captains. You can tell with his big shoulder pads. And they can drop that armor set. It's pretty cool looking. Alright, life ring +1, so that's definitely an upgrade for us. I guess we can retire the Ring of Restoration. At least for now. Get some extra life. And keep that Flame Quartz ring equipped. Okay, so we're almost ready to take on a Smelter Demon. Which should be a good fight. This lever here, if I can actually pull it, it's gonna set the bridge down a little bit. And that's really the only lever you need to pull to get to Smelter Demon. Or again, you could make that jump I pointed out before. Okay, this is really not a nice place to engage. So let's just back it up a bit. Get off that bridge and take this guy on. Alright. Let's see if we can do a no-death episode here. That would be great. Okay, we don't need to fight that guy yet. But we do need to grab this piece here. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with this one if you watched my Dark Souls 1 videos. The two-hander. It's got a different moveset in this game. In fact, the running attack for the two-hander will launch an opponent into the air, really. Pretty cool effect. This is just gonna produce a bunch of water if you use a lockstone in it. You know, for the same effect I've already described earlier, and you could use it to grab that chest down there and survive walking on the lava. And this guy's just facing the wrong way. Alright, we're at Smelter Demon. Let's do it. Alright, so life gems are especially good in this boss fight because when you move in close to do damage, you're going to take a really slow burn of damage from his belly. So having the life gems active just counteracts that perfectly. You know, even better than Estus. And then, of course, that flame quartz ring is going to play its part as well. Comfortable spot to be in. Let's quickly heal here. Uh-oh. I was just barely out of range of that area of effect attack. So let's see if he does it again. Not this time. That's the one tricky move with the Smelter bosses. When they plunge their sword into the ground like this, you don't know if he's going to do the AoE or if he's, you know, going to just walk away like he did there. So you pretty much have to run away every time. Alright, Smelter down. And then, of course, as many of you know, Smelter makes a comeback in the second DLC. Blue Smelter. Much harder to get to. Oh man, the DLC is like a whole other story. Maybe I'll be able to cover it one day, but we've got a lot of content between now and then just to get through on this main story. Alright, so let's backtrack a bit and do this optional boss. So this is the same pursuer that you always fight. And yeah, for many players he's going to be just an enemy you fought so many times that you just know every one of his moves. So this isn't going to be too hard, I don't think. But it's definitely worth it to do. Just to get a little bit of extra damage out of your Ring of Blades. I'm trying to do this running attack, and the running animation just isn't starting for me. So I'm falling a little bit short on a few of those attacks. It's probably because I depleted my stamina. In this game, if you deplete your stamina entirely, it makes it impossible for you to start sprinting until you have a full bar again. The only way to cancel that effect and start sprinting early is by doing a roll. So you can actually use that. It's a pretty effective technique, like in certain situations, to get you sprinting a tiny bit sooner can actually, you know, save your life potentially. Alright, I think one more hit and this guy is gonna go down. Alright, so yeah, much to do with the boss's name. Pursuer follows you throughout the game, you know, over here to Iron Keep, and then yeah, a bit more later in the game, he shows up once again. And we got one of these guys with the electric katana. Alright, down he goes. So let's swap on the Ring of Blades here, and just let's also see how much damage it adds. So we've got 30 bonus damage on our mace right now, and then if we swap on to the better Ring of Blades, we get 38 instead. So that might prove useful eventually. Alright, so at this section of the game, I run by things. I mean, I killed most of the stuff in the last room, but it's hard to kill everything in this next room without, you know, falling off the edge. I mean, one thing I do need to point out is that if you head down, actually it's not down this way, it's through a door over here. Nope. It's closed, boys. Okay, let's see what happens when we use our lockstone here. Alright, we've got a ladder. And I'm pretty sure this is going to lead us. Yes, indeed. It does. This bonfire here is the bonfire for Bellfry Sol, and up that ladder you can visit Bellfry Sol. That's the second of 2 areas for the Bellbro Covenant. I showed you guys the bell tower in the last video. We're not going to do Bellfry Sol in this video, just because for YouTube VODs, they really can only be a certain length, and like once you surpass, say, 40 minutes, the videos just start taking much longer to render, especially rendering. So I can't cover every tiny detail in these walkthroughs. And I mean, Bellfry Sol is like a multiplayer zone anyway, so there's no boss there or anything, so we're just gonna skip it. I actually didn't even find that place until like maybe my 3rd playthrough. Anyways, so these guys we can't really just keep running by. We need to kill off these guys that are following us. These steel turtles. Because upcoming here there's going to be, you know, narrow hallways and a dead end. So, yeah, that's why we have to get rid of them. And with 3 quick hits, that's actually really good. I can just take out these turtles. I don't really know what's going on here. You pull the lever and this like guillotine type thing draws up. Ouch. Getting pancaked. Alright, so all is clear for this next section. And here's another piece that I did not realize existed until, you know, my 3rd or so playthrough. Just this ladder here. You definitely want to be careful if this is New Game Plus, because right on the landing here is going to be a red phantom. I think he's another turtle dude, but yeah, he's going to be kind of scary if you're playing on New Game Plus. Let's pull this lever. So this is going to shut down all the flames in the Iron Keep pretty much, and that's going to let you get some loot early on that we had to run by. I think it's the Iron Key, like right near the entrance of the Iron Keep. But what is that door, or what does that key even open? I don't know. Dark Souls 2 is a really big game, and there's just... Oh, is it really just a +1? I thought that this lightning short bow is going to be like a +7. And what happened to this turtle guy? There's supposed to be a turtle guy here. Oh, you know what? I'm actually worried that I didn't even light the bonfire. It's hard to remember sometimes if you light a bonfire or not. But even if I didn't, I don't want to go back there now. I mean, that's just a waste of time. So let's just hope that I don't fall into the infamous hole in this boss chamber. And, I mean, we can hope for a good fight. Okay, let's take a look at this boss. Old Iron King. So this is the hole you're going to want to be careful of for sure. And this boss is probably the most familiar I am with a boss. The only boss I've fought more than this guy is the Royal Rat Authority. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in my ability to take on this boss at the very least, and that's more than I can say for a lot of the bosses later on in the game. But again, our magic mace here really helping us out, and we've also got him in a good spot currently. You can definitely run over here and you're gonna be safe from most attacks. I think even now he can't reach us with those flames. The only one would be if he does that attack. Oh, never mind. That's the same one. But there's one where he shoots a straight laser beam out of his palm, and that one will get you. It'll even go straight through the wall, and you know, hit you if you're hiding on the other side. Oh, wow. Humiliation. Oh, man. That's unfortunate, guys. Let's hope that I grab that bonfire. Thank goodness. We don't have to run through, you know, half of the Iron Keep. We are basically at the boss already. And this bonfire is the one that you're going to want to burn ascetics at if you want to kill the Iron King repeatedly, which is nice if you want to get just a boatload of souls early on. Like if you want to do the Shrine of Winter skip, where you get 1,000,000 souls instead of killing the 4 Lord Souls, you can do it here with maybe 3 ascetics. You could pull it off. You might need 4. But yeah. So here we go. Attempt number 2. Wow. Another risky moment there. So we can't really do too much when he's doing this. There we go, that's the attack I mentioned earlier. It's pretty easy to roll on this side of his hand and get a bunch of free shots. And so when he's on low life, his attacks, like this one for example with the double fists, you know, have like added fire damage and an area of effect part to it. Oh, he's dead. Alright, second great soul down. Alright, I thought that was going to maybe be a fragrant branch, but another bone dust will be nice. Get our Estus to +3. And we've got, you know, a primal bonfire, of course. And then over here is, yeah, the DLC for the Old Iron King. Alright, a little poetry on the walls. Child of Dark. Trespassers will face adversity befitting a monarch. Alright. Well, read into those what you will. I don't even have the DLC on PlayStation. So we're not going to, you know, travel over there yet. Although it is kind of cool you can co-op in the DLC, even without purchasing it. At least the challenge area, that is. But yeah, maybe down the road somewhere we will cover those DLCs, but we're just going to stick with the main content here. And at this point, when I stop doing things in the game and just keep talking, it's at the end of the video. And next up we have to do the Rotten, and that's down in the gutter. And then we need to finish off that spider that we never killed. And then we've got, you know, the second chunk of the game past the Shrine of Winter. Lots of cool stuff coming up. I'm excited. And I want to thank you guys for joining me here. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Hunter SC. Peace out.